Hello, everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business series. We're doing a unit on outsourcing work. We've looked at language for talking about outsourcing, and we've been working on how you would actually do the outsourcing itself, what you would say over the phone or to a colleague. And we've looked at presenting visual information if you're having an outsourcing meeting. So we've got a variety of things that we've looked at, and all of this together makes up our language for outsourcing, which we're going to practice in a final case study activity at the very end of the unit. But for today, we're going to move on to, I believe it's the grammatical portion, so we'll take a look at that in just a second. First, a little bit about me. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means turn off your microphone when you're not speaking so we can keep the classroom nice and quiet. Tune in to the words you're learning when you are speaking. Use them actively so that I can correct you and give you feedback. And finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you the links to the material because I don't have them in the class material for you today, so I'm going to have to give them to you manually. So give me just a second to do that, and we will then get started. Actually, one thing we need to do here is the homework, which I didn't have a chance to send you because I've been so busy. Give me just a second to open this up for you, and then we will get started. Okay, let's go to, where is my material for today? Let's go to, I'm going to probably just share my screen with you for this. Be a little bit easier. So let's go to my Verbling folder, Getting Results in Business, and let's see if I have the homework. Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to try this together as a class activity because yesterday I couldn't see you. Give me just a second to share my screen, and we will get started. There we go. All right. So, welcome back, Daniel, Sylvia, Khalid, and Paolo. Nice to have you.
Hello.
Everyone there? Okay, very good.
Welcome.
Okay. Now, in the last 2 classes or so, we've worked a lot on the key phrases that you would use, and we've worked on presenting visual information as well. So I want to give you a little bit of practice. I wasn't able to send this last night, so I thought it would be good to do this as an introduction and also to help your memory for what we've done so far. And for you, Paolo, it'll be more of an introduction than a review because you weren't here, but you can try it as well. And then we're going to move on to the next section, the passive voice. So let's start here. We're going to review presenting factual information. And what we've got is a kind of a presentation. So you have to complete the fill in the blanks from a presentation by using the presentations about key services. Okay, you've got your choices there on the right side. Move, do to, move on, look at, leave, data, looked at, the facts, the result, have a, notice on, has resulted in, turn our attention to. Because in class, we looked at some presentations about how to use, yesterday, how to use visual information on a chart when you're talking about outsourcing. So I want you to try this right now. If you're not sure, just say pass and we'll go to the next person and we'll come back to you afterwards. So Daniel, let's start with you. Remember, this is a presentation, so we're going to go in a certain order here. How would you fill in the first blank?
Recent The facts.
Recent the facts
The
shows?
facts shows.
The facts. It doesn't sound quite right to me. Something doesn't sound right.
That is it's plural. Uh,
Yeah, if you said recent facts, I might accept that, but we got a problem because it says shows. Shows is not
third
for plural.
person. Sorry.
Third person singular.
Yes, I.
And the facts is
Data.
plural. Data.
Data.
Good. I agree. It sounds better. Okay. Recent. Oh, I don't want to make that red. That looks too imposing. Let's make it blue. Recent data shows. Keep reading, Daniel, that first sentence.
Recent data shows that outsourcing of office cleaning, catering, and the customer helpline.
Yeah, keep going, Daniel.
Mhm. And the customer helpline.
What do you think?
Mm, uh,
If you're really not sure, you can
has
pass.
resulted in
Has resulted in. Okay. Has resulted in. We all
financial.
we all agree with that? Sound good, everyone? I'll take that as a yes. I
Yes,
hear no answers. Okay.
yes, yes.
All right, good. Let me make this a little bit smaller so it's easier to see on the screen. Okay. And Khalid, let's try. Let's keep going for number 3.
Let's have blank this side. Let's have uh, a notes on this slide.
Let's have a. I couldn't hear you.
Let's have a note on. Notes on.
A notice on.
Mhm.
That doesn't make sense because notice would be like information, like on a billboard. There's a notice that someone's missing on the street sign.
Okay.
Someone's going to
Okay.
put a notice.
Let's have a look at this slide.
That sounds much better. Yeah. Let's
Look
have.
at. A
Oh,
look
but
at.
we. Oh, but we got a problem because it's in the past. Let's have a looked at.
Ah. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. You're right. There's 2 options. You're right. There's 2 look ats. You're right. You're right. Never mind. You're right. There's 2 different ones. I didn't see it. You're right. You're good. Have a
Look
look at the slide.
at this slide. On the left, you can see your expenditure 5 years ago. I would like
Perfect.
I would like to give you some. Okay, I would like uh, to to move on. Okay, to you. I would like to. mm, like to. I would like to leave. I think to leave to give.
It doesn't sound good. Let's come
Yeah.
back to it in a second. Let's come back to it.
Okay.
All right. Paulo, you're going to try 5, and then we'll go back to 4 and see how it sounds. So I'd like to blank to give you some background about each sector we've outsourced. Firstly, Paulo, what would you say for 5?
Firstly, cleaning.
Firstly, I think that's a period. Oh, cleaning. Sorry, it's not that clear if that's a period or a comma.
All
So
right.
we're either starting a new sentence or it's a comma. I'm not sure.
All right.
So what do you think?
Firstly, to increasing personal costs, outsources seem to be our only option. Due to increasing personal costs.
Good. Due to. That's it? I agree completely. Due to increasing. Keep reading. Due to.
Due to increasing personal costs, outsources seem to be our only option.
Very good. Okay. And who's after Paulo? It's Shell. Shell, we're reviewing some of the key expressions from yesterday, and all of them are in red on the right side. Can you continue to do number 6?
Okay. You will have, you will look at this chart savings. Sorry.
Almost. It's the right idea, but the wrong word.
You will,
Another way to say look in those sentence in those words in red. It's the same idea, but it's not the word look.
notice.
Good.
You will notice on this chart savings other companies achieved.
That's it. Very good. You will notice on this chart. So it's like saying in a different way, notice this information. You can rephrase it as you will notice because this is a formal presentation. Very good. Okay, and Sylvia, we're up to you for number 7. What do you think?
We analyzed this carefully and, as a result, decide to do the same.
Good. Is it result on the first or second syllable? Is the stress on the first or second syllable, Sylvia? First or second? 1 or 2?
I think first.
The result.
Hang on just a second because I'm hearing someone speaking too. If you're going to practice, Paolo, let me just mute your microphone for a minute, okay? Because I'm hearing your voice and Sylvia's at the same time. Thank you. And Daniel, I think you've got your mobile phone next to the microphone. Am I right? Because I'm hearing the mobile phone. So you don't have to mute yourself. Just move your phone away from the microphone because we're hearing. I think I think it's you. I'm not sure. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Sylvia, say it again.
Result. As a result.
Is it result or is it result?
Result.
Second syllable. Right. As a result. Second syllable. Okay?
Okay.
All right? Because when you said it the first time, you said it in the first syllable as a result. It sounded a little strange. As a result. As a result.
As a result.
Just remember the example with record. Record is disco, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But record. You know what? That's a very bad example, isn't it? Because result is a noun. Result. It doesn't follow the rule. Never mind.
Okay.
Anyway, second syllable. Never mind. Forget the rule. Yuki, we're on to you for number 8.
Number 8. Okay. We've moved on cleaning. No.
We've moved on cleaning. Doesn't work. Because we're missing a preposition.
We've turn out attention to cleaning.
We have? That one fits, but it's not the best choice. It fits though.
Yeah,
What have we already done in the presentation so far? What have we already talked about so far? Have we talked about cleaning?
No.
No? We haven't talked about cleaning?
We have already, talked about cleaning. So
we have already talked about cleaning. It's true. So what's the key word we need?
We've looked at cleaning.
Perfect. We've looked at cleaning. So because this is a presentation, we can use visual words like looked at.
Now, so let's move on catering.
Let's say again.
Let's move on cleaning catering.
Doesn't work because move on is missing a preposition. Move on catering doesn't work. We're missing a preposition.
So let's turn out attention to cleaning catering.
That's it. Let's turn our attention to catering is correct. Okay, very good. We're back to Daniel.
After careful research,
We're clear? After careful... okay, oh, you didn't say it yet. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
after careful research,
Right?
the facts were clear.
Good. It's correct. I've got nothing more to say. It's correct. If it's right, it's right. And Khalid, we're on number 11. Keep reading there. Employing staff.
Employing staff to run restaurant was too expensive and not cost effective. Look at this figure. Okay.
We've already used looked at, so we can't use
No,
it
no.
again.
Okay. I mean the before the blank. Look at this figure. Okay. Cost effective. Okay. More fun. Look. More fun.
Right idea, but wrong expression.
Okay.
Right idea.
Leave. Look at this. Okay. More fun.
What's another way to say? What's another way to say? Let's move on and look at these figures.
Okay.
Have
a look.
Exactly. Have a look at these figures is right.
Because I haven't seen have a look. That's why. Okay.
Okay. Very good. Very good. That's it. And back to Paulo for the last one. What do you think? Number 12.
Oh, finally, I'd like to leave you with some interesting statistics regarding the customer helpline.
That's exactly right. So to conclude the presentation, I'd like to leave you with, that's it. Paulo, I think you did number 4 as well, right? Was that you? I forgot who did number 4.
Me. Me.
Oh, Khalid. Okay, so what do you think for number 4 now?
I would like to, because we don't have move on.
Exactly.
I would like to move on to give you some background.
Right. There you go. That's it. That's exactly right. So now you've got your answers there. Let me just take a quick look if the next part is long or short. All right, it's short enough. We can do this quickly. Okay, so here you've got to choose the right preposition. It's just that. It's either right or it's wrong. So we're back to Shell for number 1.
Yes, number 1. Due to the recent large increase.
Good, that's it. Sylvia, number 2.
A knock-on effect of these was.
Knock-on effect of. Do you remember that from yesterday? Or were you guessing?
No, I'm guessing.
But you're right. It's correct. The knock-on effect of. That's right. Okay, and Yuki, we're on to 3.
Number 3. This relates back to the point.
Good.
I made earlier.
Absolutely correct. Very good. So far, so good. Daniel, we're on the 4.
To illustrate this, let's have a look at this chart.
At this chart. Good. Khalid, number 5.
This resulted for huge financial losses.
Try again.
This resulted in huge financial loss.
Resulted in. That's the pattern. It's always going to be resulted in. That's it. Very good. And Paolo for 6.
You notice on this chart how big our market share has become.
You will notice on this chart is correct. So we're doing really well. If this is not so hard for you, then this is quite advanced actually. Shell, we're back to you for number 7.
Let's turn our attention to the drawbacks involved.
2, good. Sylvia?
As a result,
As a
result.
result.
2.
For number 8, right?
Yes.
Say it from the beginning. Let me hear you say the whole thing.
As a result of public criticism.
So you're saying of, is that right?
Yes, I don't know. To or of.
Okay.
As a result of public criticism.
I agree. Result of sounds better. I agree.
We stop our AD campaign.
Our ad campaign. Ad for advertisement. Ad campaign.
Okay. Ad campaign.
Okay. Did you catch yourself with result there? Did you hear?
Yes, there were. I said it. I said before.
Okay.
Was my turn. Result.
Okay, good. Just be careful with the L. Try to take it out. Result. Oh.
Result. Result.
Yeah. That's
result.
it. That's
Without
it.
L.
Yeah.
Result.
That's it. That's it. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, and we're back to Yuki for 9.
Number 9, let's consider financing the project, which I referred to earlier.
Referred to, right?
Yes.
Good. And Daniel, last one.
To conclude, I'd like to leave you with some food for
Thought. The last word is thought.
For thought. For thought.
So for thought, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Food for thought is an expression. Everything you said so far is correct. And if you like, I can send this to you to practice later. The answers are always on the last page. But not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Let's turn our attention to the last part of our unit, which you're going to see on screen right now. Yesterday, we worked on a practical application of the vocabulary. To this situation, we listened to 6 people talking. We listened to the key phrases they used to apologize and respond. We tried it out in class with those useful phrases there. We're going to move on to the last part now, which is language at work, the grammatical part, distinguishing when to use the passive form. Okay, so let's do exactly what it says and see if we can get this. We're going to try to go beyond the simple passive voice and use more advanced forms. Read 2 sentences, 1 and 2 below. Which is active, which is passive, and why is each form used? Well, I think we're back to Khalid for this. So, you read number 1 for us?
Thousands of Arabian back office jobs have been outsourced in India.
It doesn't say in India.
Outsources to India, sorry.
To India, right.
Yeah.
By the way, pronunciation, outsourced.
Outsourced.
That's it, very good. And Paulo, could you read number 2 for us?
EU companies have outsourced thousands outsourced.
No. Listen. Outsourced.
Outsourced. Outsourced.
Remember, you got to spit at the end. Outsourced.
Outsourced.
Very good. That's it.
EU companies have outsourced thousands of back-office jobs to India. It's difficult.
Okay, but that sounds good. That sounds good.
All right, thank you.
All right. So, Paulo, is yours active voice or passive voice?
Well, I have a doubt, but
What do you think?
I think number number one is passive voice.
I agree with you. Do you know why?
Sorry, teacher. No, sorry, teacher. Just I disconnected and connect again. The
Yeah, no
first one,
problem.
I think, is passive. Okay, because I don't know. Maybe you asked me, but I was disconnected. That's why I confused.
Okay, I agree. It's number one. Paulo, you mentioned that as well. What makes it passive? Look at the form and tell me what words make it passive.
I think have been outsourced.
Uh-huh.
The the verb have with to be in the past,
Mhm.
outsourced in the past too.
All right.
So
We can
the
simplify
continuous.
that a little bit. We can simplify that and just say be plus, we call that second form past
Passive.
participle. Participle.
Participate.
That's it. Just like when you say go, went, gone. Be, was, been. Talk, talked, and there's only two there because it's regular, so talked. So that ed form is also acceptable in the past participle, and that's it. So that's the passive voice. That's the normal passive voice, and I agree with both of you. Number one is the example of the passive voice. Number two, it's active. It's the present perfect. It's just referring to the past that leads up to the now. Companies have outsourced in the past. We don't know when, so we say the present perfect. So it's actually active voice. All right. Now that we see an example of those, it asks us to read the extracts. So we've listened to these audio extracts in the past. We're going to read them now. Why is the passive rather than the active voice used? How does this compare to the use of the passive in your own language? We might see that there's a choice. In other words, there might be more than one way to use the passive voice. All right? So, Shell, let's go with you for number one. Read it and tell me, why is the passive used? What is the effect?
Alright. Bangalore's educational institutions have been awarded international recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's passive because I think it's because it's not specific.
Because it's not
I mean the
specific.
institutions. Yes, it's not a the institutions being referred to as being rewarded are not specific.
Mm-hmm.
They
Let,
are
let me put
they
it
are
this
in
way.
general.
Okay, I got the idea. It's good. What is being emphasized? Maybe if we put it like that, what is the speaker drawing our attention to the most? You're right that it's passive. What does the speaker want to
Um,
emphasize?
yes, the subject, which is the yeah, I think it's the subject, the educational. Wait, give me one minute. They are emphasizing on the recognition.
Hmm. Do we care? Do we care who did the awarding? Is it
No,
important to know who? No. So what's
no.
important, what's emphasized is that the awards were given. That's emphasized, and who gave it is not that important. All right. So just to be clear about that.
Exactly.
Um, Hang on just a second here. Do I want to say anything else about that? No, I guess not. Okay. So let's take a look at number two. Sylvia, Read it, and
It is
again,
expected that Indian IT service will continue to grow by 25-28% annually. I think this is like a report.
like a report.
Report.
Mhm.
So usually the passive voice is used.
That's true, because it's more formal, right?
Yeah.
Um, do we know who is expected at Indian IT services? Do we have
No.
who here? Who expects? Let me put it that way. Who expects?
Who is reading and discussing about this
Report
report?
is expected. It is expected
We don't know.
by whom?
We don't know.
Okay, but who would you guess?
Researcher.
Say again? I couldn't hear because I'm hearing dogs, just dogs.
By researcher.
By?
Researcher.
I don't know the word. I'm sorry.
Research company, researching company, or some
Just
company
many
doing.
people. Just many people expect.
Well, I would say maybe by experts or by specialists.
By expert, yeah, okay.
Something like that.
Analyst, okay.
So by specialists, experts, something like that. So it's not really necessary to say who, because we probably understand from the context that it's financial experts or IT experts or whatever. All right. So, okay. And one more question, Sylvia. Would it be exactly the same in Italian? I think it would, right? It's
Yes,
not,
it's the
yeah.
same. We use
Okay.
always the.
Okay, good. I know I had something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting confused here. Oh, okay. I see where my notes are. I'm looking at the wrong notes. Got it. Okay, got it. I was confused. I'm not confused.
Sorry,
Paula.
teacher.
Yep.
Sorry, teacher. Just I have a question.
Sure.
When we're doing research.
Yeah.
Research. There is, I mean, the man or the group doing the research. What we call it, researcher or research.
Researcher. Sure.
Yeah, that's why I said by researcher, but maybe you didn't understand me.
No, because I'm not hearing. It's the pronunciation, because you got to say research with a
researcher.
Exactly. Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, very good. You can say researchers for sure. All right, and Yuki, let's take a look at number 3. And here again, if you could give a reason why the passive voice is used, that would be especially good. So read number 3 for us.
64 new offices were opened in the city. It is used to passive sentence. Passing sentence is used because there is nobody know who opened. It is not important who opened the new office.
Right. Absolutely right. So we call this, the emphasis is on the agent. And that's the grammatical term, agent. The agent is the one who does, sorry, I'm just saying this backwards, isn't it? The emphasis is on the, not on the agent, the one who does. I meant to say, the emphasis is on the effect, the result. What happens? Okay, so we can use that term agent. Agent is the who, and the who is not important here. So maybe in the other ones, like this one, Daniel, number 4, we can talk about whether the agent is known or unknown, because that's really the right way to talk about passive voice. So is the agent known or unknown in number 4? So read it for us first, so it's clear.
The job market is being filled
Fueled.
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 Good.
The job market is being fueled by the tens of thousands of students.
Okay. Passive voice, right?
Yes.
Right. Is the agent known or unknown?
Unknown.
Correct. We don't know. The job market is being fueled by whom? Uh-oh.
No.
We
Thousand
do
of
know.
students.
We do know. By tens of thousands of students. We do know.
Okay.
Is that clear? Whenever you got to buy, you know it's got to be, that's the who. Buy. Okay, so why do we include it here? Is it necessary, Daniel?
Uh, yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Is it important to know? Is it important to know who did the action?
Uh,
I mean, in other words, if we took out by tens of thousands of students, would the sentence be as effective? Probably not, right?
mm, it's. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
well, I mean, what's the difference between number 2 and 4? Why is number 2, why is it not necessary in 2 and it is necessary in 4? And that's what I mean. Think about the context. Just to clarify when you would say buy and when you wouldn't.
More or less. It's difficult to me, even in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Well, here, it's got nothing to do with grammar, so that makes it easy. It's really the situation that tells you the difference. Everyone knows it's the IT specialists in number 2, so it's not necessary to say. But anything or anyone could be fueling the job market, so it's really necessary to be clear in number 4. That would be my explanation. I don't know. Does that make sense? More or less?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you sure? All right, let's try a few examples and it'll be more clear. Read the sentences, tell me which sound natural in the active form, which sound more natural in the passive form. Change the ones that don't sound natural into the passive. So if it's in the active and it sounds strange, you're going to put it in the passive. All right? So, number 1. Well, Khalid, we're up to you for number 1. Somebody stores.
Okay. Somebody stores a lot of our sensitive information in secure remote sites.
Okay. Should this be active or passive, do you think?
Active.
It should be active.
No.
Why? Is it important to know who stores? Like, does it matter if we're using Amazon or if we're using Google or a private company? Does it matter who does the storing?
The matter is what I mean. That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, exactly.
Yeah,
So if it
doesn't
doesn't matter, should it be active or passive if it doesn't matter? I agree with you. You're right. It doesn't matter. So, is that active or passive?
Active?
Well, the sentence is active, but should it be?
No.
No. So say it to me as a passive. Say it to me as a
passive.
Say this.
Okay. The stores have
Stores is a verb. Be
Yeah.
careful. Stores is a verb. What is stored, Khalid? What is stored?
information.
Exactly.
Okay. The sensitive information.
Keep going.
Have been stored or has been stored.
Has been or is still stored? Is it stored now?
Is it still? Yes.
Yeah,
It's been stored.
Well, no, is.
sorry, not is being stored. Is stored.
Yeah, you don't even have to say is being. It's not necessary. We don't need to
Okay.
stress
Okay.
that it happens now.
Okay.
Just in general, is
Is
stored.
stored in secure remote site.
Exactly. That's a good sentence for you. You might say this to a client, right? Because that's your job. Is stored in secure remote sites is correct. Okay?
Or it should be stored. We can say it should be stored in secure.
You can say, but you don't have to. It's
Okay.
either a fact or it isn't a fact. If it's a fact, it is stored. It's a true fact. So it's okay the way it is. It sounds good. Although, number 2, you're going to decide whether it should be active or passive, and then you'll change it if it needs to be changed.
Okay, somebody phoned you while you were out at lunch. Oh,
Is the speaker interested in who phoned?
no, because we don't know who phoned.
Okay, we don't know. But is it important that a person phoned? I mean, only a person can phone. There's Is there any other way to say it? Is it possible to say it in the passive voice?
Yes, I suppose somebody.
Is it possible or impossible to change in this situation? What do you think?
I think it's impossible because somebody phoned you.
Exactly. There's no way to change it. So we're gonna keep it as it is. There's just no way to say it in the passive voice that I can think of. Is
Yes,
phoned, was phoned. I mean, you could say a message was left for you if there was a message. A call was made for you, but that just doesn't really sound right, and it's not necessary. Because the identity is not known, somebody is pretty general, we can just leave it the way it is. I don't see any way to change it that makes it sound better. Someone phoned while you were out. It's got to be active. In other words, the fact that somebody is there is actually important, not something or a dog or a gerbil. It's a person. So the speaker is interested in who, so the active form is used. The agent is needed. So I agree, we can't change it. And Shell, what about 3?
Okay, somebody must know where Jason has gone. I think it's important to know who should know where Jason
It is
has gone.
important. It is
So
important
we
to know.
keep it.
We're going to keep it, exactly.
Yes.
Okay? Sylvia?
Workers will manufacture the new Mini at BMW's factory in Oxford.
BMW.
BMW factory in Oxford. We can transform in passive. We know that
Let's do it. Tell me how it would sound.
the new Mini will be manufactured at BMW factory in Oxford.
BM.
W
Good. BMWs.
factory in Oxford.
Good. Very good. Yuki, 5?
I think this sentence can be changed into the passive.
I agree.
We can say the road has been closed
Good. It's
for
the present
repair.
perfect. Good. For repair. For
For
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Good. That's it. And we're back to Daniel for number 6.
You can't use the lift today because someone is servicing it.
Sorry, Jew can't?
You can't
You can. Good.
you can't use the lift today because someone is servicing it. Um,
Now, you've got two parts to the sentence here. You've got the part before because and the part after because. So you've got four ways to change this. All active, all passive, or passive active, or active passive. You've got four options here. Which do you think is best?
Active.
Which part? 1 and 2? Or just 1 or just 2? Which part is active?
You can't use the lift today.
Okay. You can't
I
use
don't
the
mind
lift.
the cost because
Okay, what do we do with because? Active or passive? Does it matter who is surfacing the elevator? Does it matter?
it doesn't matter.
So, if it doesn't matter,
What?
if it doesn't matter, then is it active or passive? If the somebody doesn't matter,
It doesn't matter. It's passive.
exactly. So say the rest as a passive. So you can't use the lift is good because
It's
good.
it's serviced.
Wait, remember
It
the
is
formula: to be
it
plus
is
past participle. Yeah.
serviced.
No.
It is being
Yeah. Good.
serviced.
That's it. It is being serviced now. It's the present continuous passive.
Mhm.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, present continuous passive. All right, let me just go ahead here. I just want to see what we've got. Oh my God, look at all of this stuff. Okay, I don't know if we can do all of this. Okay, maybe one more practice here before we do a little bit of speaking. I don't know. We'll see how much time we have. Use the passive voice to rephrase the sentences so that they are more impersonal. For example, they think the company will open an office in Electronic City. It is thought that the company will open an office. If you're giving a report, doing a presentation, etc., you would use the second option. It is thought. If you're speaking to people, you would never say that. Almost never. It's way too formal. All right? So Khalid, number one, people say that Bangalore is very nice, but I've never been there myself. You got to transform that, make it more impersonal.
Sikora, because I disconnected. Which part?
So we're in part 4 on page 12, part 4, page 12, and we're doing the first one. What you have to do is make it more impersonal by using the passive voice. We're going to make it more formal, more impersonal.
The first one, people say that Bangalore is very nice.
That's right.
Okay, I have to change it to informal.
No, more formal.
Okay, more formal.
Using the passive voice.
Okay. People say, okay, passive voice.
And use that example to help you. They think becomes it is thought. People say should become what?
They think.
No, that's not passive. That's active.
They thought. They thought.
If you're not sure, we'll come back to it, okay? So
Okay.
we'll come back to it in a second. Paulo, try number 2, and then we'll go back to number 1.
Everyone knows that Indian software engineers are extremely good. Everyone.
That's not passive if you start with everyone.
Okay.
got to get rid of it. But this one is easy because the example, you can just copy the example and it will never be wrong. Look at the example. They think it is thought. Everyone knows. So?
It is known.
That is exactly right. It is known that Indian software engineers are extremely good. So, Khalid, what do you think about number one? People say becomes?
Uh,
Are you there, Khalid?
yeah, hello?
Yeah. So it's exactly the same. It follows the
It's
same
known.
pattern.
Yeah, it's known.
It is, in this case, it is said.
Said,
Frank.
yeah, it's said, okay.
Okay, good, good. That's it. Okay, so I think this is pretty easy. I don't even need to write the rest of them on the board. I'm not going to write them because they're so obvious, so we'll just say them. Okay, so Shell, just say number three in the more impersonal form.
It is thought that property there is a bit overpriced.
Perfect. Sylvia, number four?
It is believed that Microsoft is interested in expanding its operation in India.
What was the second part? Did you say is interested?
It is interested. Yeah.
Okay, okay, good. I didn't hear the is. Okay, good. And Yuki, last one, 5.
It is expected that outsourcing to China will increase in the next 5 years.
Perfect. So this it is form is very good in a presentation, something more formal. What is this? Making sense, giving impersonal information. Giving impersonal information. We just did that. Why is it asking us to do it again? I don't understand. Oh, of your own. Okay, I got it. Okay. So listen, all of you did one of these things. I'd like you to say something about yourself or your job using the same key phrase that you used. So Yuki, what was your key phrase? It is?
It is every key phrase is okay. Sorry.
Well, use the one that you did, and I'd like you to apply it to yourself, your job, your country.
Mm-hmm.
Try one of your own.
It is said that many Russians love to drink vodka.
Is it true?
I think recently young people prefer to drink beer than vodka, but traditionally Russian traditional alcohol is vodka.
Okay, very good. Daniel, I want you to try one. You can use any of the key phrases you like.
It is known there's a huge economic crisis in Spain.
It is known there is a huge economic crisis in Spain. Very good. Okay, and Paulo, I'd like you to use one as well. Talk about yourself, your company, your country, whatever you like. What do you think, Paulo? Paulo? Uh-oh. Paulo, are you gone? Shell, are you there?
Yes. Okay. It is said that most Filipinos are hospitable.
And that's not true?
It's true.
It's true, of course.
And it is true. Okay.
We'll have a lot of them in Libya. All the hospital staff from Philippines, maybe.
Oh, but she didn't say hospital. She said hospitable.
Sorry. So my
hospitable.
Yes.
How are they hospitable, Shell? How are they hospitable?
Well, they accept guests all the time and they give them special treatment.
There you go.
So there.
So if you take care of people, you would let them stay with you. You open your doors to them. Okay, very good. Okay, and what about you, Khalid? I'd like you to try one. Talk
Uh,
about yourself, your company, your
yes,
country.
it's expected I mean, the cybercrime is expected to be, I mean, to increase in the next years.
Okay,
Mm.
say that again, but you have to start with "it is expected" because that makes
Okay.
it formal. Say
It
it
is
again.
it is expected uh,
That.
that the cybercrime will be increased in the following years
Okay.
or next years.
Let me give you two corrections. It is expected that cybercrimes, not these cybercrimes, just
That,
cybercrimes,
mhm.
will increase in the coming years.
Okay, coming years. Okay,
In the
because I'm
coming
looking
years.
for, yeah. Okay,
That's it.
coming.
Very good. Very good. Sylvia, what about you?
It is known that Autodesk is the biggest company in design software.
It is known that what? I didn't hear the key.
Autodesk,
Outdesk. What is that?
the company for Maya, AutoCAD, and all the other.
Oh, it's called Outdesk? I didn't know that.
This
Yes.
is I am IT guy, but this is the first time to me to hear about this company.
I know about AutoCAD, but I didn't know. I thought so it makes AutoCAD and what else?
The Maya, 3D Studio Max, AutoCAD Architecture,
Ah,
and AutoCAD Maps.
Outdesk. Okay. I know all those programs, but I didn't know the name of the company.
Yeah. Also, we know the programs, the company. This is the first time. Yeah, it should be famous company.
See, we
Yeah, it's
learned
a really
something new.
big company.
We learn something new every day in this class. Look at that. I learned too. Let me say a quick hello to Matt, who joined us a little bit late. Hello, Matt. Are you there? Hello,
Yes,
Matt.
yes.
Ah,
Hey.
fantastic. Where are you from, Matt?
Yeah, I'm from Italy.
Fantastic.
Nice to meet
Whereabouts in Italy?
everybody. Yes, I arrived very late.
Whereabouts in Italy are you from?
I'm from Italy in Ancona, in the middle, the other side of Rome, and in the front of Croatia. It's
There you
close.
go.
Yeah.
Kuna. Okay, very good. Listen, you came in time to do a little bit of practicing if you like. We've got 1 minute left, but let's end the class with you. So what we did was we transformed passive sentences, active sentences into passive, but we're doing this in the context of like a presentation or a report. So I'd like you to pick one of those key verbs above, make a sentence about you, your company, or your country, just like you heard the other people doing. Want to try one? Is it clear what you got to do? Matt, are you there?
Okay, sorry. No, I don't understand very well. We have
So
to
let me give you an
compose
example.
the passive voice, no?
Yeah, let me give you an example. Look at the last sentence, number 5.
Yeah. Now, what
Do you
kind
see it?
of verb we are? For example, now we are.
I'll give you an example. Listen to me. Look
Yeah,
at number 5. Can you
yeah,
read number 5 on the screen for us, please?
yeah. People believe that Microsoft is interested in expanding its operations in India.
Very good. Now, to say it in a formal presentation, we might say, it is believed that Microsoft is interested in expanding, because it's not important that people believe. What's important is the belief. So it is believed. It is believed. I want you to make a statement about you, your company, or your country using the same structure. It is believed, it is said, it is known. Tell us something true about where you work or where you live.
Yeah, we have to change the subject. For example,
So it is known, it is believed, it is thought, it is said. Give me a sentence about where you live or about where you work.
so
Uh-oh.
we have to use believe, interested, or
Any verb you like.
okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Want to
No.
try? Because we.
Yeah. No. I remember this exercise in other courts, but now
No,
I
we're out of time.
I have
Actually,
a
we
little
got to
bit
stop.
confusion because
No problem. No problem. We've got to stop. Actually, we're over time. So listen, everyone. I'm going to send you a little homework to practice this on your own. In our last class, we're going to put together all of our skills from this week and last week into one big speaking activity, which we will be doing tomorrow. So I'm going to send you a homework for sure this time to practice this. Tomorrow we'll do our speaking activity where you get to put all of this into a real life situation and try it out. Okay? Class, so you can get there right from the beginning. You'll know exactly what to do. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye for now, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
You,
everyone.
bye-bye.
Thank you for the class. Hope to see you soon.
Bye bye.